Amidst gay and jolly celebration, a monkey's return to his neglected people of the mountain of flowers and fruit, the richest wine of heaven was being consumed between Monkey and his counterparts. At once, Monkey was made aware that the 9 planets were at his doorstep, awaiting a quarrel. Poetry and wine are enough to make this day glad. High deeds must take their turn, glory can afford to wait, Monkey suggested, shaking off the weak attempt by heaven's greatest. Hearing the mockery become evident in Monkey's delivery, he goes to state pure lies. I've never interfered with them. Why should they come here worrying me? With reluctant strength, Monkey stood before the 9 planets, brandishing his cudgel. The planets retreated, afraid of Monkey's vitality. As standoffish as a middle school fight on the playground, the planets called to Monkey from afar, harassing him with his sins. With much hubris, Monkey knew what he had committed, and knew that the planets did not have the skill to defeat him. Later, after hours of battling the second string, dawn had turned to dusk. Monkey fought the 4 quarters, Vaisarana and Natha, by the art of self-division, returning to his 4 generals unharmed. Although no monkey was harmed, there's always defeat in victory and victory in defeat. Monkey knew Jade Emperor was not finished with him. Jade Emperor, opening the appeal for help, cannot understand the power of the great Monkey King. Am I to believe that a single monkey spirit is so powerful that 100,000 heavenly troops cannot deal with him? Kuan Yin suddenly cut off the plea of Jade Emperor in an attempt to satisfy his objective. The great magician Erlang and his brothers were sure to defeat Monkey, since they had a merited track record. The brothers were thrilled with their task of submitting the troublesome monkey, and delightfully ventured on their way. Stopped dead in their tracks near the mountain of flowers and fruit, read a nefarious banner in their eyes. The great sage, equal to heaven. Upon hearing news of the guest's arrival, Monkey became twisted with anger. I am half-minded to give you a bit of my mind, but you are not worth it, he shouted towards Erlang. Those words acted as fuel to Erlang, and the battle began. They turned themselves into beasts as high as the sky, and dwarfs as small as a blade of grass. Soon, Monkey used his transformation powers to turn himself into the exact image of Erlang. Cursing and fighting for what seemed like hours, Monkey was finally driven to the mountain of flowers and fruit. When Monkey saw his followers scatter, his heart fluttered. He abandoned his giant form and fled as fast as his feet could carry him. Surrounding Monkey, Erlang and his brothers contemplated what to do next. Erlang had led the great sage in, though he has not taken him prisoner. With a little help, I think he could manage. Upon hearing this request, Lao Tzu cast his snare down from heaven, rippling down straight on Monkey's head. Soon they had bound him tightly with ropes, and served his loop bone with a knife, so that he could not transform himself. The great sage had been captured by the host of heaven. A contingent of heavenly troops hoist Monkey up. Do it now, said the Dragon King.
Come on, harder, put your back into it. It's not working, said Kuan Yin. After many tries, Monkey lived and was imprisoned.
In Chinese philosophy, yin refers to the passive female principle of the universe. Associated with earth, dark, and cold, Monkey is clearly the exact opposite. Aside from a few scenes, Monkey shows only glimmers of his connection to the earth and darkness. Although Monkey knows his heart belongs at home, he continues to neglect his subjects. The passive connection to his people connects with his passiveness to approaching battles. He pays no heed to what is at the door, no matter the circumstance. His earth waits on him simply because he portrays himself as the greatest thing this earth has and as its subject of heaven. He manipulates his body to part of the earth by growing as tall as mountains and as small as a grain of sand. Each time dusk arrives, Monkey turns into a greater defensive mode, using the darkness as his force field for self-division. The light from heaven is constantly trying to fix the prevalent darkness down below. Monkey readily meets his matches with a sort of eerie grace. Violence is the only true way that Monkey shows his yin form.
And tell me, brother, how long do you expect to be away? I hope, said Tripitaka, to be back in 3 years. That's a long time, said the emperor, and you have a long way to go. During the course of your journey, you will at all times enjoy the assistance of spiritual beings, who will see it that you do not succumb to the perils that will beset you on your path.
Venturing out on his journey, Tripitaka suddenly heard an echoing sound from the distance. "The master has come," wavered the voice from the mountain. "Welcome, master, welcome! Get me out of here, and I will protect you on your journey to the west." Tripitaka became delighted with the idea, but realized he had no way to get the magic monkey out of the mountain. "You have only to want me out, and I shall be out." The seal stamped with golden letters from Buddha were Monkey's golden ticket out. "Om Mani Padme Hum," read the golden letters in inscription. "If this monkey is indeed worthy to be a disciple, may this imprint be removed, and may the monkey be released and accompany me to the seat of Buddha." The mountain began to crack and crush with tremendous strength as Monkey came out. But quickly subsided, resulting in Monkey kneeling in front of Tripitaka's horse. At the beginning stages of their journey, Monkey and Tripitaka were tested by several robbers, trying to steal their tangible goods. Monkey, true to form, killed them all at once, stating that, "You're nothing but 6 hairy ruffians." Tripitaka took the opportunity to instill a Buddhist lesson in Monkey. One has no right to kill robbers. However violent and wicked they may be, you have behaved with them with a cruelty that ill becomes one of your sacred callings. A priest must be ready to die rather than commit acts of violence. At the slightest glimpse of control, Monkey fled to the east with disrespect towards Tripitaka. After visiting the Dragon King, he was taught that he needs to learn more patience on this pilgrimage. Reluctantly, he retreated back to Tripitaka. As he came back, Tripitaka had the brocade coat and a cap with a metal band in hand, persuading Monkey that he will know all scriptures if he puts those pieces of clothing on. "Priests must always be careful to tell the truth," Tripitaka explained. Then ironically added, "I used to wear them when I was young. Anyone who wears this cap can recite scriptures without having to learn them. Anyone who wears this coat can perform ceremonies without having practiced them." Of course, Monkey jumped at the opportunity to once again position himself at the top of the world. This practice showed Monkey's laziness, while simultaneously proving that Tripitaka has traits of hypocrisy. Furthermore, it goes to show the lengths that even good people will go to achieve their ends. Once Monkey got into the coat, Tripitaka began reciting spells. "My head is hurting!" screamed Monkey. Fighting back got Monkey nowhere. Instead, it brought more pain. From that moment on, Monkey became ultimately subdued by Tripitaka. I'll give in! I'll give in! Monkey finally had learned his lesson. There can only be truly one leader. It was not only Monkey and Tripitaka who partook on the scripture journey, but other disciples made the trip as well. One of the most important disciples, Pigsy, was found in the most unfavorable circumstances. Pigsy, causing trouble on Mr. Cow's farm, gave Monkey a great fight, and was involuntarily dragged along on the journey in hopes to relieve the cow family. The Bodhisattva Kuan Yin converted me and put me here to prepare myself by fasting and abstention for going to India, Pigsy reasoned.
Heaven favors where virtue rules. 5 years ago, there was a great drought. The grass did not grow, and the people were all dying of hunger. Suddenly, when things were at their worst, there came a magician from the Shangnan Mountains who could call the winds and summon the rain. The king and he came to the flower garden and to the 8-cornered crystal well. Here the magician threw down something, and at once there was a great golden light. With a great shove, he pushed the king into the well, then sealed it with clay. I am the phantom unavenged of the one that perished at the bottom of the well, said the king's ghost. Tripitaka's legs grew flabby with fright. As soon as he left them, Monkey turned a somersault and leapt into the air towards the walled and moated city. The treasure is buried under this tree, said Monkey. That fool lifted his rake in both hands, beat down the banana tree, and began to nuzzle with his snout till he had made a hole 3 or 4 feet deep. Once he reached a slab of stone, it was hoisted up, and they peered into the depths of the well below. Within the murky water below, the Dragon King led Pigsy through the crystal palace until they came to a cloister in which lay a body 6 feet long. There is your treasure, announced the Dragon King. Monkey made his demands, and the body was brought up and out of the well. Tripitaka and the disciples worried about Crowcock's king's state, though Tripitaka shed some wisdom on the situation, saying, "To save one life is better than to build a 7-storied pagoda." With this, Monkey set out. Monkey filled his mouth with water, and then spat out the elixir into the emperor's lips. Next, he opened his jaws, and pouring in some clean water, he floated the elixir down into his belly. Putting his wide mouth against the emperor's lips, he blew hard into his throat. The king's humors concentrated, his spirits returned. "Master, little did I think, when my soul visited you last night, that today at dawn I should again belong to the world of light." With his life reinstilled, the king of Crowcock set off to reclaim his crown, alongside Tripitaka and his disciples. They arrived at court with a plan of trickery to achieve the throne, and immediately took action by offending the impostor king upon their arrival. In conjunction with the unrest of the situation, the false king demanded that the uncivil priest, Monkey, be removed, though Monkey had a different idea. A monster in human form. The false king who sits on the throne is that foul magician. Stunned by the truth, the false king's heart fluttered like the heart of a small deer. Then clouds of shame suffused his face as he leapt to his feet and fled the scene. Though we best know Monkey as a free-spirited, shenanigan-seeking soul, this scene depicts a different side of our beloved protagonist. Though it seems like he attracts mischief like a magnet, he also focuses greatly on his dedication to Tripitaka and literally goes to the ends of the earth to save those who come across him. This concept of dedication and submission fits within the characters of the Yin and relates to our lives as well. How far would you go to help a stranger? What would you do to spread the truth?
So my part in the project was to kind of be the backbone for the whole scene play that's going on here, and my friend Peyton and I did all the narration for what they're acting out, and we kind of wanted to look for the deeper meaning in the story of Monkey and look for the yin and yang contrast between Monkey's life and his journey and transformation through the Enlightenment to India.
Over the course of this project's journey, I took part in the narration and the close text reading in order to analyze the text, develop the narration, and really search for the deep meaning within it.
Hi, I'm George, and I played Chippy Taka and Jay Denver in this project. Well, I guess when filming this, it was pretty different using a green screen. I never had done anything like that before, and I've been in other projects, of course, on stage. But really being filmed, it's a little different because the camera can be kind of intimidating, kind of like right now. So, I don't know what else to say.
Where'd you get your role for Chippy Taka? Like, how did you want to portray him?
Well, Chippy Taka is kind of a more tranquil kind of character, so I can't really get angry necessarily at any point. You know, you have to be very Buddhist and just, no, you cannot do that, monkey, sort of thing. And it's kind of weird trying to act without actually saying any words, because I use my voice a lot when trying to portray emotion of any kind. So having someone else read off what I'm doing to me as I'm doing it, it's pretty interesting.
So,
Hi, I'm Morgan Vandermis, and I played Erlang and Pigsy in the production. One of the biggest obstacles we had in this was stage combat between Monkey and Erlang and Pigsy and Monkey, and we will see that. I got several bruises from that, actually.
My name is Michaela, and I play Monkey. This was a lot different from a lot of other stuff I've done. I do a lot of theater, but it was strange acting and not saying anything and having to overemphasize everything. Usually I just say lines and you're very normal and human, but these characters were very big and larger than life, so got me out of my comfort zone a little bit, so that was really fun.
Hey, I'm Dana, and I played Kuan Yin in our production of Monkey. It was really scary for me because it was my first time ever acting. It's pretty interesting. But my favorite part was definitely preparing the music for the background.
2.
Hello, my name is Robert Puccini, and my part in this whole process is making all of the background music for the film. And it was kind of an interesting task at first because obviously it's Monkey and it's Chinese, and Chinese music is structured way differently than music we would typically listen to. So I had to do some research about how Chinese music is structured and everything, and I was starting to listen to a lot of Chinese music just to get the kind of feel of what it's supposed to sound like. So I obviously, like, Chinese music sounds differently, and you have to use a lot of sharps to make a song sound more Chinese sounding. So that's what I was doing with my music, using a lot of instruments like flutes, clarinet, harp, different kinds of percussion instruments. But it was definitely, it's definitely a lot of fun trying to capture the different kind of moods and emotions and all the things that are happening in Monkey, and kind of trying to project that through music. And I'm almost done, and it's kind of like getting to the end. It's kind of cool to see, you know, we haven't actually put the music with the film yet, but it'll be really interesting once those come together to see how that'll project everything that's happening in Monkey.
Hi, I'm Julia Engelbert. I was Lao Su in our production of Monkey. I also made the traditional Chinese masks for Monkey, Pigsy, and Erlang. And something that I really enjoyed about this project was the teamwork involved and how we all had to communicate in order to get different aspects of the project to come together.
Hi, my name is Zach, and in this project I helped direct and edit the film. I also acted a little bit in it, and I really got out of my comfort zone with this because I had no idea how to use the program we used to edit it. I learned a lot, so in terms of film editing, I guess you could say we started from the bottom, but now we're here. So,
hi, my name's Nate Coulters. I was the director and film editor for this project. It was quite the experience for me trying to direct and then edit on such a small area, especially using the green screen. But it was a very good experience because I could use the technology from the green screen and blend all this effects in to make it seem real and keep the magic of the book alive.